आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनकही कहानियाँ। आइए हम सुने विज्ञान की अनसुनी कहानियाँ। एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, की आवाज़।
Celebrating Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav, we bring you all a podcast series on STEM popularization. That is, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, and medicine. Supported and catalyzed by the National Council for Science and Technology Communication, the Government of India. Program is produced by Media for Community Foundation. Creative content and technical support is given by Farzeen Sultan.
एक नई दुनिया की आवाज़ आपकी आवाज़, विज्ञान की आवाज़, ज्ञान की आवाज़, ज्ञान की आवाज़।
आजकल की आधुनिकता के ज़माने में हम सोशलाइज होते जा रहे हैं और ये बहुत आसान हो चुका है कि हम किसी और की सामग्री को अपना बनाकर उसे बेच सकते हैं। लेकिन क्या आपको पता है कि ये गैर कानूनी है? अगर आप किसी और का सामान लेकर उस पे अपना नाम देते हैं तो उस इंसान के हक का उल्लंघन होता है और इसके लिए सरकार ने कुछ नियम और कानून भी बताए हैं। आज हम उसी विषय पर बात करने वाले हैं। आज हम एक ऐसे मुद्दे पर बात करेंगे जिसने हमारी दुनिया को बदल दिया है, जिसने नई तकनीक, नए आविष्कार और नई सोच की दुनिया की खिड़कियां खोली हैं। और वह मुद्दा है इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स, या हम सिर्फ IPR कहें। तो चलिए सबसे पहले जानते हैं कि IPR क्या होता है, इसमें क्या राज है जो हमारे समृद्धि और विकास के लिए इतने महत्वपूर्ण है। सरल शब्दों में कहें तो IPR एक व्यक्ति या संगठन के मानव सोच की सृष्टि को सुरक्षित करने का तरीका है। सोचिए, जब एक वैज्ञानिक नया औषधि बनाता है, एक कलाकार नया संगीत रचता है या एक अद्भुत कला का निर्माण होता है, इन सब का यही समान बिंदु होता है और वह है उनका अधिकार। IPR इसे सुरक्षित रखने में मदद करता है। हमारे समाज में इन्वेंशन और क्रिएटिविटी को बढ़ावा देने का माध्यम है IPR। ये नई विचारशीलता को प्रोत्साहित करता है, नए आविष्कारों को सुरक्षित करता है और सामाजिक और आर्थिक विकास को बढ़ावा देता है। तो आज हम बात करने वाले हैं IPR के बारे में। इसी विषय पर हमारे साथ बात करने के लिए जुड़ी हैं ARCI हैदराबाद से साइंटिस्ट E, प्रोजेक्ट मॉनिटरिंग एंड इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट सेल से मिस प्रिया अनीश मैथ्यूज।
सबसे पहले जानेंगे विस्तार में ARCI में प्रोजेक्ट मॉनिटरिंग एंड इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट्स सेल में कार्यरत साइंटिस्ट E, मिस प्रिया अनीश मैथ्यूज के बारे में।
I'm Priya Anish Matthews and I'm working as Scientist E at ARCI under Project Monitoring and IPR cell of the organization. And for a very long time I was associated with Center for Technology Acquisition and Transfer as well. So as you know, our research domain at ARCI ranges from metallurgy, chemistry to material science. Our aim is to translate the research into technology, and I predominantly contribute to this endeavor through multifaceted activities related to intellectual property rights and their utilization to achieve ARCI's mandate of taking the research to market. Regarding my educational background, I am a master's in mechanical engineering specializing in material science. I have a bachelor's degree in metallurgical engineering, and I also have a postgraduate diploma in intellectual property rights, and I am also a certified patent agent in India.
चलिए अब जानते हैं प्रिया जी के प्रोफेशनल एरिया ऑफ वर्क के बारे में।
I think it's better I give an introduction of ARCI before I jump into my professional area of work. So at ARCI, our main objective is not just to conduct research in advanced materials, processes, and also develop it into viable products and process technologies that can eventually be transferred to industry for commercialization. Hence, it becomes essential for an institute like ARCI to secure our innovations by filing for and obtaining intellectual property rights for the technologies which are developed here. This helps to effectively protect protect our innovations and inventions, build confidence of our collaborators and technology receivers in our technologies, and spread our outreach. Given the scientific and IP background required for this work, my area of expertise involves recognizing the intellectual property, conducting IP analysis of technologies being developed at ARCI, providing technology insights through landscaping and analytics for competitive intelligence, identifying research gaps, and providing analytics for technical discussions and negotiations. I manage the IP portfolio at ARCI and oversee IPR prosecution activities as well. Furthermore, I was also involved in managing project accounts of multinational projects. My other areas of work include project monitoring, mapping of our intellectual property rights with projects and technology transfers, drafting agreements and contracts for establishing collaborations with academia, industry and government agencies, and performance reporting to various stakeholders.
जैसा कि अब प्रिया मैथ्यूज़ ने बताया कि वे इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी और उसके राइट्स पर काम करती हैं, तो अब उनसे जानते हैं कि आखिर ये होता क्या है।
Intellectual property in layman's terms refers to original creations of the human mind, which is the intellect. Now, this could be in any form. It could be in artistic form, literary form, or it could be a process, a product, in any other creative form such as designs, images, symbols, etc. Now, for a creative and innovative environment to foster, a good ecosystem needs to be created where creators' creativity can flourish without the fear of copy and depriving him or her of their due credit, and needless to say, the monetary benefits which arise out of it. Hence, protecting the creativity becomes essential, and this is where intellectual property rights or IPR comes into picture, as it provides the creator an exclusive right to prevent others from selling, copying, manufacturing their creative outcomes without the creator's consent.
जैसा कि भी हमने जाना साइंटिस्ट प्रिया जी से, इंटेलेक्चुअल प्रॉपर्टी राइट हमारे बनाए हुए डिज़ाइन या इनोवेशन को सिक्योर करती है कॉपी होने से। क्या ये एक ही तरीके के राइट होते हैं या एक ही तरीके का राइट उसको सेव कर सकती है? आइए इसके बारे में भी उनसे जानते हैं।
Various laws exist to protect different forms of intellectual property. For example, in India, we have copyrights for protecting literary and artistic works, patents for inventions related to products and processes, usually of scientific nature. Now, trademarks are there for protecting brand names such as logos, designs of enterprises. Industrial designs are there for protecting original novel designs that are ornamental in nature. That is, the visual appearance should be discernible to the human eye. Then we have geographical indications or GI tags that we often hear. These are for protecting products that originate from a specific geographical area due to their reputation or the quality of that place. Now, this protects agricultural products, handicrafts, etc. For example, if we talk about Nagpur oranges or Benganpalli mangoes or Pochampalli ikka, they are all protected by the intellectual property right called as geographical indications. Then we have a Semiconductor Integrated Circuit Layout Designs Act for protecting the layout of transistors and other circuitry elements. And we have Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Act to protect new varieties of plants. However, granting these rights is subject to certain laws laid down, and it goes through a rigorous examination process by the respective IP officers before we get a grant of those intellectual property rights.
STEM के लिए और आम लोगों के लिए कैसी उपयोगी है, इस पर प्रिया जी ने क्या रोशनी डाली, चलिए आपको सुनवाते हैं।
Recognizing and identifying and protecting the IP, that is intellectual property, through IPRs is key to the development of a technology into a commercializable product or process, which in turn benefits the progress of the nation. This is evident from the emphasis given by the Government of India on creating an environment and ecosystem that encourages innovation and its protection through National IPR Policy of 2016, which is actually a vision document to guide a future development of IPRs in the country, where the tagline goes by Creative India, Innovative India. Now, securing IPR has many advantages, such as it encourages creativity of innovations, it incentivizes the creator, it enables the creator to monetize his inventions, encourages entrepreneurships and startups. It also prevents others from copying without your consent. Now, especially if we talk in the STEM context, IPR plays a very critical role. On an individual level, every scientist, technologist, and engineers, and for that matter, any student pursuing pursuing STEM should know about IPRs and various options available to them to protect their creations. Now, this knowledge will help them in turning innovative ideas into inventions and protect them in the form of patents. Aesthetic designs of the products which they develop, they can file for the industrial designs and trademarks for their logos. Now, this awareness will help them to understand what can be protected and what cannot be protected, and how they can exercise their rights. Protecting their creations through IPRs will not only benefit them personally, but give them the due recognition and advancement in their careers, and it also gives them an opportunity to monetize their creations and contribute to the national progress. Now, if we talk about STEM from an organization point of view, the filing of IPRs will aid them in commercializing their innovations, creates the confidence in industrial partners to take up the innovation to higher production and commercialization levels, and can even act as a good negotiation tool in certain cases. Analysis of IPRs filed provides a wealth of information which can be used for forming corporate strategies, helps them in an individual in gaining a better understanding of emerging and cutting-edge technologies. It also helps the organization to realign and reorient their trajectory of research if required.
ये तो हमने अभी जाना स्टेम के लिए इसकी क्या उपयोगिता है। चलिए अब जानते हैं कि इस फील्ड में भारत के कौन-कौन कॉम्पिटिटर्स हैं।
So as a nation, we have been making steady progress in terms of IPR filing. So if we see the data on the number of IPRs that have been filed in India, there has been about a 38% increase in the filings in 21-22 when compared to what was 5 years ago, which is 2017 to 18. And recently, the Global Innovation Index rankings, which were released by WIPO, points out that India has moved to the 40th position in 2023 when compared to 46th position in 2021, which I think is a great sign. If we talk from an organization point of view, ARCI is one of those unique research centers mandated with translation of research into technology, especially in the field of advanced materials. And IPRs have played a key role in the translation of research to technology and transferring of the same. Our IPR filings ratio to the know-how transfers, if we see, it's about 4.1. And so I think on that front, we are doing decently well.
अब जानते हैं कि भारतीय इंडस्ट्री पर इसका क्या प्रभाव है।
IPRs can help strengthen industrial positions, and expand their markets in India and abroad based on the territories where they have obtained IP protection. Now, IPRs provide a competitive edge, assist in strategizing, building, and establishing useful collaborations, securing investments, and many more. ARCI point of view, if we talk, our IP portfolio offers glimpse of our technical and innovative strength and capabilities. For industries seeking technology or know-how as a receiver, or for those looking to collaborate with us for joint research and development activities, or even for contract research projects, I think our IPR portfolio reinforces the technical strength and competence of ARCI to deliver. Thank you so much.
तो हमने जाना IPR के बारे में, जो कि आजकल की आधुनिकता के ज़माने में बहुत ज़रूरी है। उम्मीद है आपको हमारा आज का ये कार्यक्रम पसंद आया होगा। अब हमें दीजिए अनुमति। नमस्कार।